Alright, y'all, welcome back. We are on Farming Sim 25 today, and we are going to start our realistic farming profile. Now, we're going to end up doing a couple of these, one for each map mod, but we're only going to focus on North American map mods. So, of course, the first will be Riverbend Springs. We're going to do New Farmer. We're going to start with $500,000, but 100,000 will be in loans. Economic difficulty is hard. We're going to take a guided tour off, and we're going to start with the original start farm. Now, when we do our next map, wherever that ends up being, we will not have a start farm. We'll start completely from scratch. So this will be kind of a way to ease into things and kind of get a feel before other map mods return. So we're going to go through designing a character. For the most part, let's see, I already know that I like that top. Okay, pretty easy. This is our farm. We have some equipment already, like that little trailer. We have a couple tractors. We have that combine over there, which we are not going to keep in that shed. And we have these 3 fields and the other one across the road over there from the intro. Now the first thing I want to focus on, because this is our new farm, we have cattle. And they have no water, no food, and their health is at 0. We gotta change that. So just like in the intro, that's going to be the first thing we do. We'll go through our settings real quick. I'll show you guys what we're doing. It'll be hard. We'll do 5 days per month. We may adjust that depending on how much time we have in the month, whether that's enough or not. We're going to do automatic engine start off. Trailer fill limits on. And I think that is going to work. So yeah, the first thing we want to focus on is getting these heifers fed, because we don't want them to die. And if they die, they're no good. So we're going to come down here. We're going to buy, we could buy a front loader vehicle. I think for now I want to start with a skid steer. We're going to kind of operate on the cheaper side of things. So we're going to buy this New Holland skid steer. Now we need skid steer loader tools. So we're going to buy, let's buy that bale spear. Okay. We need to buy, I would like to have a trailer. So we're going to buy that trailer. We are going to buy, we need a water tank to transport water. We're just going to buy that little guy for now. And we need to buy bales. We're going to buy 4 bales. That should keep us pretty good for the time being. See, that one's already hooked up, so we'll come take the John Deere into town. Now, I do have the Tobii eye tracker on. Seems like the eye tracker's a little like jardy. It's because it's not only head tracking, it's eye tracking. I personally don't like the eye tracking part. I think the head tracker is perfect. Because it's like if I look at my speedometer, that's where camera goes. Like we don't need that, but it is what it is. So eventually we're going to buy a medium duty tractor. But I kind of want us to operate on a budget until we know just how much money we're going to spend. So I'm going to pull this. We got that pulled out front. I want to load that up. As you can see, that is a lot of weight. This thing like damn near wants to nose over. We can get our forks out of it. There we go. So we got those loaded up. Let's see here. What does a trailer for vehicle transport cost? Those are kind of expensive. More than what I want to spend. to be honest. Okay, so it looks like for the time being we're going to be I do want one of these because we need a truck to drive back and forth around the farm. Let's see. I think we'll do flatbed on this one. We'll do... won't let you do none. Dang. Alright. We're going to do a crew cab. As for the color... and no. Okay, that's a little bit more my style. Let's do rim color. Alright, we're going to keep everything chrome. Design color, there's not really a whole lot there. And then for the license plate, we're gonna do, we only need back only. Let's see here. Oh, it'll only let you choose numbers for the front. Okay, this one will let you do whatever. Okay, we're just not gonna deal with that. I don't like the way that works. Alright, so this one is gonna cost us $76,000. I don't really see anything else we need to invest in. But I feel like this truck is going to come in handy around the farm. Yes. Let's see. Eventually we are going to buy... I like that International. I think that's it for now. It'd be awesome if I could load this into a trailer. Nope. Right, unfortunately that's not going to work. Which is fine, so we'll start getting that stuff delivered back to the farm. Okay, so we got the skid steer brought back. I have to turn autosave off. So this one we're going to unfasten the belts. Now we should be able to pick up the water container with this one. Perfect. We're just gonna pull right down into here. Start filling our tank. Alright, tank is full. Cost us $208. Okay, they've got water. For now, we're going to keep this piece of equipment right out here. Cool. Parking the truck right here. Now we have this one left. We gotta deliver this stuff back to the farm. And I don't know what else we're going to use this trailer for, but our main focus will just keep this trailer loaded down with hay and straw. And Eventually we'll work on a TNR mixture. Okay. So we need to unfasten the belt so we can unload it. Okay. Now these all have to go in a certain way. Not want to do that. There we go. So we've got that put in there. We'll check our levels. So food is going up as this gets kind of dispensed into that bin. Water is at 2,062 liters. So we should be good. See? There you go. Now we could put another one in there, but it won't start going away until they start eating some of this. So for now, I think that's good. We need to get this trailer out of the way. And I kind of want to keep it over there as well. These things don't like to back up very well. I would actually say that's fine. Alright, so that is good. I just realized that this has a front loader attachment on it. Which is good, because when snow hits, we'll probably be using this as a plow. Okay, so the first thing we need to focus on, now that the animals are fed, is we have 4 fields. So let's take a look at our fields. We own 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, or 2, 3, 4, and 5 are fields. So if we look at, let's see, so we have 2 that are ready to harvest, 1 that's plowed. I guess that's 1's harvested and 1 that's plowed. So probably need to pull this out and get it put to work. We're going to end up planting all 4 fields at the same time. Okay. Don't want to hit our trailer, but the other thing we need to do is we need to take this tractor and go get our trailer. Okay, so we have wheat and canola. So let's look real quick at what prices are for those two. Let's see. So canola, it hits its high in December. So we do not want to sell that right now. And if we go all the way down to wheat, it also hits its high in January. So we won't be selling either one of these crops. Let's see, how do I... Steering assist. All right, cool. So we're going to try to use this GPS setting to have nice straight lines. Maybe. There we go. Look at that. Pretty straightforward. I like that it gives you the lines to follow. Alright, so we're on our last pass here on this field. We got to come back and finish that as we drive back to the bin. But this the GPS routing really makes life a lot easier. If you're not taking advantage of this, you're not doing it right. I mean, this saves a lot of time, and with wheat, where we could be swathing, this will tremendously help us. So we're going to unload into the bin. So that we can trailer this stuff over to our grain bin. And then we'll start with wheat, and then we will have both of these two fields ready to be plowed and then seeded. Now what we're going to seed with yet, I do not know. Okay, so we're going to turn off, lift the head, extend the pipe out. I really didn't leave myself a whole lot of room here. I really don't know how much that little trailer will hold. Okay, it appears it'll hold more than what we can get out of that field, so come over here. Shut that off for now. Like I said, we got a couple months before selling these grains really makes any sense. I will say it's important to note we don't need the money for the crops right now anyway, so there's no reason to think that we have to sell. So the next thing we're going to do is work on getting this wheat harvested. Let's see, we need to start the engine. Okay, seems about right. So activate lane. So we got to come back through here. It's not the wheat, it'll be the corn. There we go. That's what we want. say I wanted to enable the swath. Alright, so we're finishing up our last pass on this field, and I may have messed up with the canola. I'm not sure if it's swathable or not. So we'll see about that. We do need to collect the swath, and then we'll plow this field. We're going to store the rest of our grain, and then we'll put this piece of equipment away because we should be done with it. Let's see. Let me turn autosave off. Okay, so if we look, wheat we can plant in September, in October, and canola we can plant now in September. So when I look at what is historically paid more, wheat is $407 in January, and canola is $729. So a big difference there in price, but they both have different purposes. I really think we're going to have two fields. Like these two fields here on the left will be canola fields, and these two fields on the right, so that one and the one across the road over there, will be wheat fields. Now eventually we'll get into corn, but I think we're going to need more land before we do that. So let's drop that in there. Now eventually we're going to get rid of this barn, I think, and put a good barn there. Not a huge fan of that barn. But that's good enough for now. Go ahead and head on over here. Tell the trailer has a lot of weight in it. So since we're done with the trailer for now, we'll go ahead and put it back. Go ahead and check out the cows real quick. Do want to move that skid steer too because it's in the way. There we go. Put the skid steer over by the trailer. And we'll look and see how much they've been eating. They've ate into it a little bit. As you can see, the healthless went up. It was 0, now it's 9. So I think they'll be alright for the month. So we know what we got to do for our farms. You know, I need to see if we can collect this swath. And then they both need plowed. This one needs lime as well. And this one needs a lime and plowing. So we're pretty much going to lime and plow all 4 fields. So we'll look at contracts. So we have bale wrapping. We have baling. We have cutting down some trees. I'm not real big with the woodworking, so we'll probably tend to do those last. We have fertilizing, which we can use our own equipment for that. We have harvesting, and we're going to try to use our own equipment for that as well. Yeah, I mean, we're going to be... It doesn't really say what we're harvesting, but... Oh yeah, it does. Canola. Canola, wheat, oat. So we can use our own equipment for those, save us a bunch of money. We might look at buying a bigger trailer. Hoeing, mowing. Let's see, we got rock removal. Spraying, stone picking, weeding, and wood transport. That one's kind of a pain in the butt. So I'm okay with doing it last. Those require a little bit more intricacy. But I think, we can just about buy a big tractor. Let's see. One thing we gotta look at too is our loans. I don't see if it'll... Alright, so we do have a loan out for $100,000. I'm not sure how much comes out a month. So we'll have to keep an eye on that. And I really think the first thing we could do is harvest for everyone else. Although I don't think... Like, we could use this tractor. It's only 160 horsepower, but let's look at trailers. Yeah, trailers can get pricey. That'll hold 121 meters. That one will hold 12.1. Man, these can get super pricey. I feel like alright, so we're easy gonna be 70 grand. Where right now we can haul like 4 to 8 meters worth. But it is nice because we can haul rocks with these. That one's kind of limited. So is that one. That thing is nice, but good lord. It is pricey. I mean, that's 132K. Really think that's going to be our guy right there. I really think that's it. And then we might buy a Mossy. Alright, so I'm not really sure what we're going to do. I mean, we could fertilize field 6. Bad thing about, like buying a trailer, man, they don't really pay an awful lot. So I feel like we may just have to go with something like that for the time being. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and buy that. That'll help us out with the other fields. We'll actually use that combine in the next video for harvesting. So the important thing we need to remember, if we look at the calendar, we really need to harvest the canola before the wheat, because we only have September to harvest canola. So that'll be it for this video. If you guys liked it, please hit that subscribe button. We're trying to hit 200 subs before the end of 2024. So I appreciate your time, and I will catch you guys on the next one. See ya.